what's going on, man? Yeah. Like Oprah's child, beloved, nigga walk back from the dead. Survive some shots to the head, arm, chest, and the leg. Damn near bled to death, quiet kept. Nigga partner that need help. Just left him laying now, praying, asking the man for help. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Then he slipped off in the coma and came back in 9 months from a player.
What's up, world? You tuned in to another episode of Street Kings PR. I'm your host. My name is Devin Brown. I'm the CEO of Street Kings Promotion and Marketing. Man, I'm doing my first visual. People been saying, man, we want to see what you look like. I've been talking to some people for years, and we've never, like, other than the small videos I placed on YouTube, really hadn't had the opportunity to talk to a lot of artists, but or do face to face. But today, man, I just wanted to recap what I talked about in my last podcast. Today, my first official visual podcast, and I ain't gonna hold you guys too long. I just wanted to put out some information from some feedback that I got from the how do I attain 1 million streams on Spotify? Because a lot of artists will hit me up for that. But today makes our season 2. So we'll be doing the visuals now to post on YouTube. I'm asking you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you follow me on Instagram or whatever, or on Facebook, I'm asking all my Facebook friends. Got over 3,000 Facebook friends on Facebook. I only have 72 subscribers right now. So if you follow me on Facebook, I'm asking all my followers to subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and click that bell for updates when we drop new content. And that's what I wanted to talk to the artists about today, is about content. If you're an artist out there right now, you're a serious artist. If you didn't get a chance to listen to the podcast, How to Get 1 Million Streams, I talked about everything about the steps that you need to be taking before you ever put your music out to the masses. Like, once you put it out, it's out there. There are no do-overs. If you're buying beats off of YouTube right now, I don't consider you a YouTube artist. I mean, you're just rapping over someone else's beat. You're never going to get paid what you're supposed to be getting paid. But like I said, let's get the paperwork done. The power is in the paperwork. Everything from registering with a pro, like I said, BMI or ASCAP in the United States, CSAC, invite only. So you ain't got to worry about that. Once your following starts to grow and you get more streams and different things like that, you'll start getting invites from performance rights organizations from all over the world. But Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, these are all ad-based websites. So you got to have advertisement dollars for anything to happen on these platforms. You got to have a following. This business is in a transitional state right now. I mentioned that in the podcast, that everybody's restructuring themselves right now. We got a global pandemic going on. So if you're an artist, you need to be doing the same thing. You've been dropping video after video after video and getting the same results. Hey, 2021 is coming. There are a lot of things, a lot of opportunities for independent artists out there. So you need to get your media base and your digital picture in order first before you do anything else. You need an artist website, 10 professional photos that align with your brand, 10 songs that you own, can operate and can be monetized with a proper mix and master, with a real engineer who can take your music from here to here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just simply recording you and they've been recording you for years, they're simply not going to get it anymore. So let's make sure you're doing the small things, man. I tell artists all the time, make sure you're doing the small things you're supposed to be doing as an artist right now in order to properly align yourself. These self-help distributors out here right now, DistroKid, I spoke about them all, DistroKid, CD Baby, TuneCore, United Masters. These are all self-help distributors. They don't do a lot of shit for the independent artists. They're not designed for the success of the independent artists. They work better for established artists. So you see the commercials and things like that. But if you're not an established artist, that means you don't have a catalog that you own. If you're rapping on a bunch of YouTube beats, you do not own the masters. Like, I hear artists talk about record deals and distribution deals, and they about to sign this, and you're making a fool of yourself on social media. You need to stop it with the nonsense and get yourself in and put yourself in a position to get some leverage. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some leverage in this business, folks. You got to bring something to the table besides you can rap good and you sing good. Nobody gives a damn. So major labels and major labels are currently not in the business of artist development. So they not looking to sign no artists who ain't got nothing going on. You got to have a buzz. You need a hit record. You're not doing no tours right now. You're not selling merch. You're not doing nothing right now. So no major brand is looking to invest in anything simply because you're a GOAT in your market, or you feel like you're a GOAT in the local area where you are. This shit is about like social media influence and social media presence. Do people flock to your channel for information? Like, what are you building? Like, what are you doing already as an independent artist? What have you done already? You know what I'm saying? You got the power right now is in the paperwork and what you own. What do you own? Do you own that record? If you don't own it, there's nothing that we can do for you. Like, I talk to artists 24/7, man. And like a lot of artists want you to tell them what they want to hear. I'm the wrong guy. I'm gonna put it out. It's raw and uncut. Checked out our podcast. We wrapped up our first official season. Man, I put over 700 minutes, info for the independent artists and labels are looking to properly align. 15 total episodes. The first episode we put out first season. So y'all go check that out. The Street Kings podcast. We're on about 8 different platforms right now, and we putting information out about media-based paperwork, publishing, giving you guys info that a lot of people are not gonna give you in this business. Not a lot of free in this business. I said that time and time again. The only thing you're gonna get for free in this business is push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, and squats for the young ladies. Like, ain't a lot of fucking free in this game, man. Artwork costs money. Conversations cost money. If you want a consultation, hey, I'm not sitting on the phone to talk to you for free, all day. I got a consultation fee. You're going to either pay it or you're not. You go talk to a lawyer for information, then he's going to do the same thing. He's going to set up a consultation, man. Over 10 years invested, man. 10 years invested behind the scenes. And, with what I do, I found my niche. And that was just, the music business. I found out like it's a lot of independent artists around the world, not just in my market. And it ain't about who's supporting you locally because they know you. It's going to be very rare that an independent person getting a lot of love from the people immediately around them. They already know you. They feel like they know you. So why would they support you? So that's why a lot of you guys are online. I see the artists online and they're upset. People not supporting what they're putting out. But it's not that they're not supporting you guys. And I said this in the podcast. You are on an ad-based website. Facebook is an ad-based website. Instagram is an ad-based website. YouTube ad-based websites. It works off of advertisement dollars. If you're not spending any money on Facebook and you're on Facebook all day, a lot of y'all going in Facebook jail and different things like that. Well, you in spamming jail. You're not in Facebook jail. You spamming. You're not spending any money on a website, And I know some of you guys get punished for going against the rights of different platforms, and they will place you on pause for a couple of days, and then they allow you to come back. But why not go get your own website? If you wake up tomorrow and Facebook is going away, or YouTube is going away, Instagram's gone away, a lot of you guys' careers are going away. You got to have your own. I would advise you to get your own and invest in your own artist website, just like the major artists. In the 21st century, you have to have several lines of revenue coming in. You understand what I'm saying? Several streams of revenue. It's bigger than just one song. A lot of y'all originally know one version of your song on these digital these streaming platforms or through your distributors. Where's the rest of your session? So how are you submitting service packs to the radio stations? And so when the artists come to me and talking about, man, I want you to manage me and I want you to do this and then, hey man, I'm not talking down to you or down on you. You can't afford a fucking manager right now because I'm gonna be paid for the work that I put in. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're gonna pay me to do what you don't know how to do. I'm sorry. So stop worrying about the people I ain't gonna say stop worrying about the people because there are people in your market that's supporting you. So focus on the people who are supporting you. On Facebook right now, I got like 3,000 subscribers. I got 3,000 friends, family. So I understand, like, out of 3,000 people, everybody that's on my channel is not sitting on your Facebook all day. A lot of people got fucking responsibilities. They got kids. They got fucking bills. Nobody's sitting on Facebook all day. People on Facebook all day, they broke. If they don't have no fucking business, Facebook don't pay. And we're in a global pandemic. People being laid off right now. So I would advise you to be investing in yourself and entrepreneurship, because with everything that's going on right now, you may not be feeling that shit right now. There's major shit that's going on right now. And for my people, the podcast, yeah, we in 21, we, 2020 and years before, I've been talking about music and paperwork, and artists need to do this and artists need to do that. I finally figured out, like, you got to allow people to go on their own journeys. I sat down with pretty much every artist in the Northeast Texas area. Not everybody, but pretty much the ones you see on social media every day. Hey, they talk to me. I touch their media base some kind of way. I've done publishing paperwork. People don't read, and people don't listen. And a lot of independent artists want to be famous, and they think this shit work one way, and this shit work a totally different way. This is a fucking business. This is a music business. So you got to figure out what do you want to do in this business, and what do you want out of it. Once you figure that shit out, like, this a business, and ain't nobody gonna waste no time, allow you to waste no time, this shit costs. So not reading shit, you're gonna sign some shit and you're gonna be trapped. A lot of artists telling me they want record deals and they want to get signed by a major. So what are you doing? What have you done? Where is your social media proof? If we meet with a record exec or A&R, or we get behind that door, what do you have for me to go and fight with for you? Besides, you the fucking gold and you can rap and sing good, and you did 100 videos. What social media proof do you have that says, like, people listen to you and people like your music? A lot of y'all have great music, but nobody can hear it. Facebook not gonna allow them to hear you because you're not spending any fucking money. You don't have a realistic advertising budget. You've been doing music 5-10 years plus, and you don't have $1,000 a month to put behind your content. Get out of the record business. Get out of the music business. Go and save up some money. Go get you a second job. Do whatever you got to do, because if you want something, I figured out, like, when people want some shit, they're gonna do whatever they got to do to attain that, to reach your fucking dream. You understand what I'm saying? We no different than, I look at myself as when you get sick, you go to the fucking doctor. Well, guess what? I'm a music mechanic. I can fix what's wrong with your brain. But fuck a brand. A lot of you don't have brands. You just got names and shit that you made up and you put online. The shit don't exist if you don't have a website. If you don't fucking own it. You don't have no proof that you own it. No DBAs, no .com, .orgs, none of that shit. You don't fucking exist. The people that work for all these admins on these different websites on Facebook, guess what? You work for Mark Zuckerberg. You are in charge of you're working inside a website that Zuckerberg on. So you work for fucking Zuckerberg. Why not take, and some of these groups got 100,000, 200,000 people in them. If they active, why don't you go and start a fucking website and take that same 100, 200,000 people that's following you on this website and get them to go and subscribe to your website and share from your fucking website to Facebook and Instagram and all these other digital streaming platforms. So when people click on your shit, it take them back to your corporation and you get paid and you get a share of the ad revenue from social media. Y'all didn't fucking know that? Nobody ever told y'all that. And people, you know why? Because people not giving out free shit. But a lot of people just want to be fucking famous, man. People just want to be famous, man. Hey, the Street Kings PR podcast is not for fucking kids. I don't even want my mama listening. She been around and heard me in another room say, baby, you gonna go back and record that? No, mama. Hey, in this generation, a lot of them don't understand. If you're not talking and saying, man, hey, what the fuck, and this and that, hey, dummy, or this right there, or, you know what I'm saying? If you're not talking like that, they don't understand. But you better get to reading some shit, man. If you don't have understanding of something in this business, you better go invest in an entertainment lawyer. I see people online all the time signing shit, and they about to meet with this person, and we're about to sign this, but I never see a fucking somebody that's educated in music business. 90% paperwork, 10% talent, folks, in this game. If you want to win, this shit not hard. I was just looking at some emails I got, and I spoke with one of my clients. I spoke with Miss Watson from Standard of Praise this morning, and we were just discussing like it's very sad to see a lot of people, a lot of artists in our market who are going through the same thing, and I call it a music treadmill. You know, they got to get off that music treadmill. You got to invest in you. And if you don't have any money in this game, you might as well stop doing music. Everything fucking costs. Artwork I pay for is like 90 some dollars, man. And this artwork go from 90 up to $250 I've seen for quality artwork. If you found someone who has quality artwork in your market and they make quality artwork, stick with them. You got to spend that money with them. You got to spend money with engineers that can take your music from here to here. Not the person that's been recording you in your mother's bathroom and then you thinking the quality is going to match what's on the radio. If it don't sound like what's on the radio, then guess what? Those specs have to meet these different platforms. You know what I'm saying? We did a partnership with Empire, GT Digital out of Houston, Texas. Hey, shout out to Gold Toes. I got on the phone with Gold Toes and his business partner from Ingrooves like a couple months ago, man. And we were just talking. You know, I talked about 20, 30 minutes. And we did the Zoom meeting and just, you know, touching on some things that I know and things I've been doing over the last 9, 10 minutes. And next thing I know, like, we're going to do a partnership. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling like how I've been working with artists in the market for over 10 years, trying to get them to properly align and listen to how the music business works instead of trying to be famous. And we had people came in and sat down and talked to us. And the problem came like they came in. Some people just want to get a little game. Some people even told me like, hey man, I just want the fucking game. I ain't paying you guys shit to tell me nothing that I can do my, hey, well, good luck to you. And I see a lot of them on their music treadmill with one version of their song registered up through a self-help distributor. And they feeling like, I got the game. We got the game, or we meeting with this major record label. I don't give a fuck who you meeting with. I done met with a lot of record A&Rs. I done talked to a lot of people on this phone over 10 years. I built relationships with DJs but I know how the music business works. You run into people who don't fucking want you, man. And I tried to convey that. I tried to warn people. And when I told people, hey man, you gotta have a monthly consistent budget to pay us to promote and market you. You gotta have photos and shit. You gotta go invest in a photo shoot for you. You gotta shoot quality content. You can shoot video after video after video, but if you don't have an advertisement marketing budget for us to push you to the masses, nobody gonna see that shit. That's why the numbers remain stagnant, and we see a lot of posts online from people showing fractions of pennies. You got 100,000 streams on one song this month. Okay, you got to get 100,000 streams every month, every 30 days. Your digital picture don't match. When I told people, hey man, don't buy this, don't be buying from these people. If these people are not people who are aligned with these other major brands, then that shit is fake, and the algorithm is not gonna last. A lot of you guys have recorded songs on shit that you don't own. You haven't went in and got the licenses that you're supposed to have in order to use people's content, and a lot of y'all gonna get that knock at that door. I ain't gonna fucking get it. I didn't know. You better start to read. Any beat that has a sample in it, you have to go and get permission to use that content because somebody owns that shit. Simply posting, I don't own the rights to that music. See, a lot of people don't know that shit going away. That shit is going away. It's a lot of shit you're not going to be able to just use people's music and your content. That's why y'all they pulling your shit down because you don't own the shit. They don't pull our shit down when I post it. You understand? Because the shit that I post, if the music playing in the background, I have some ownership in that record. So this computer might not know that. And then that computer might send me a copyright saying that the original copyright holder is going to get paid for these streams. You're not in trouble or nothing. We just want to let you know. Well, guess what? I'm a promoter. But the computer don't know. Hey, I own that shit. So I'm still going to get fucking paid, computer. You got to understand how this game really works, man. A lot of y'all doing it the hard way because you're trying to be famous. Man. I don't give a damn who you met with, what record label you talk to, because you could have came to talk to me. I could have told you, like, you're not getting no record deal today. Because today, in the 21st century, the music business is about content, man. It's about ownership. It's about a catalog. It's about a following. Do you have a following? Hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people. When you drop something on social media, are people flocking to you? That's a social media influencer. You understand what I'm saying? All this gatekeeper shit and this and that. I don't give a damn about a fucking gate if I don't own the keys to the gate. You hear me? Titles, I don't want no titles, man. The people, I talk to people all the time, like I see people say, it's the takeover, it's the this. I don't give a fuck what you take over. Because I own this shit, the shit that I'm involved with. I own my own publishing company. I have an independent label. I have a distribution partnership. You understand what I'm saying? And I know how to make the shit move. So I don't give a damn about all the bullshit, the shit that don't matter, man. Where's your social media proof? You don't have no social media proof, you don't fucking exist. You don't have an artist website, you don't exist, folks. Those streaming platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Napster, Tidal, Deezer, Pandora. You got interactive streaming platforms, you got non-interactive streaming platforms. Okay. Spotify is has one of the lowest payouts because they have so many people on the platforms, just like YouTube. A million streams on Spotify gonna pay you about $4,000, folks. $4,000 per million. You're not rich, but that's some good money. It's attainable money if you do what you're supposed to do on the front end. If you go and get your paperwork in line, you get your publishing in line, your sound exchange, your Nielsen BDS, properly aligned with music reports, Harry Fox. You know, we offer industry services. And I say that at the beginning of every podcast. No, my goal when you come to me is to get you on the radar of the larger brands. If you don't have a consistent monthly budget, that's not going to happen. But if you don't have a large enough budget for that to happen, it's never going to happen, man. So nobody's hating on you, man. Nobody is not supporting you. They can't fucking see you because you don't have shit going on. You're invisible in this system. This is a computer, man. If you don't put shit in on the front end, ain't nothing coming out on the back end. Forget the back end talking, all that kind of shit. Because you don't have publishing. You don't have no publishing company. A lot of y'all don't have publishing. You self-publish, then you don't have a publishing administrator. So how are you collecting your shit overseas? Because your performance rights organization, BMI or ASCAP, it don't matter. You can sign up with either or. You can't do no cross shit unless you have two publishing companies. Now, you can have a publishing company with ASCAP and you can have a publishing company with BMI. You know what I'm saying? If you represent artists, you know what I'm saying? But you're an independent artist right now and you don't have a BMI. You asking me, what's that? You know what I'm saying? You don't have a sound exchange. You don't, so how you collecting your non-interactive streams and then when your song's being played on this different internet radio station? Now, it's about internet, man. Everything is digital now. I talked to people about CDs and shit. They told me, man, well, you don't know what the fuck. Y'all just don't know how to push your CDs. CDs is from the dinosaur age. Not saying that people still not using them to promote their music when they out somewhere. And then a lot of artists going to these different these small shows and shit, but you're not taking shit with you for nobody to remember that you were there. Simply going to record a song, show after small show after small show, and you don't have nothing to say, hey, I'm streaming now. I'm currently streaming on all major streaming platforms. That's a fucking lie. You're not streaming on all major streaming platforms. If you're going through the self-help distributors, DistroKid, TuneCore, United Masters, the list go on and on. These are low-tier distributors. You're not on all major streaming fucking platforms. You didn't know that? Y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't know that? It's a low-tier distributor. You're about 20 major stores if you lucky. And some of them not even putting you in 20 major stores. You understand what I'm saying? So educate yourself in the music business, man. Educate yourself in the music business before you go and try to be famous, because the game don't work like that no more. You can get online and post whatever the hell you want to post. That's the wonderful thing about Facebook. People think like it's free, so that's why so many people on there. But let them come out with a subscription. A lot of people gonna fade away because they ain't gonna want to pay no $10 a month for nothing. They're not getting paid from it because they don't want to get paid. I've been telling artists that from the get-go, from the jump, from day one. Hey, you want to be a serious artist, brother? You're gonna have to pay us to build your website. We need an artist. You need an artist website. Oh, it costs that? Well, I ain't finna do that. I ain't gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna start shooting videos and shit and putting them on YouTube, telling people to run it up. That shit don't work like that. Nobody gives a damn. There's millions and millions of artists out there. How you gonna stand out in your market? No artist in our market has really pushed one record for 6 months or a year. They just shoot song after song after song after song, and they getting the same results. It's like it's chaos, man. The shit is like chaotic, man. The shit is chaotic, you know. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? It hurts to see people on a music treadmill. But it's always somebody hating on you. I ain't got no reason to hate on you because I do promotion, I do marketing, I'm doing the podcast, I'm putting out information. I have a independent label. You can Google me. I partner with a label, Zamunda Land Music. I own a publishing company. It's about ownership, folks. You Google Zamunda Land Music or Street King, and my Google ranking, I'm coming up there. I'm gonna come up because we've been doing this consistently for 10 years. So when people show up and tell me like it's the takeover and it's that, we doing that, and I'm thinking like, damn, you're on a low tier distributor, brother. You're on a platform that's not designed for mass streams. You're on a platform that does no marketing and promo. You can't pay $40, $50 here and get 100,000 of shit in this business, man. It's not organic. And your digital picture has to match up. So if I see you with 100,000 streams or more on this platform, I'm going to look at your YouTube. I'm going to look at your Instagram. I'm going to look at Twitter. It's still around. And other digital streaming platforms. Then I'm looking you up in areas where you're supposed to be and you're not there. So I reached out to artists. A couple months ago, I had a conversation with a couple DJs from 97.9 The Blaze. I built relationships over the years, you know. And we just talking about what artists don't do in our market. You know, going on the East Texas Homegrown, check that off your bucket list. They're gonna spin your song one time and we'll never hear you again. And some of y'all lucky, y'all get a DJ that actually plays your records, but guess what? You don't have your service packs and your music ain't licensed right, so it don't mean shit. You just throwing money just into the wind. Your song's spinning. So it's crazy. But like I said, I finished the official first season of the podcast, Street Kings PR. We're on 8 different platforms right now. You can check us out on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Republic Radio, Spotify. Did I say Apple Music? Yeah. So, hey man, putting out the information. Like I said, over 700 and some minutes I took out of my personal time to put out information. 15 episodes. This is our first official episode of the second season, folks. So, hey, I appreciate everybody that's been following the podcast. I appreciate the feedback. I go into Facebook music groups when I got time to go, a little downtime. I go into the Facebook music groups and I just listen to the things that artists saying. Like, I don't get it. Like, you got all these people in these music groups and everybody got the same bad information. Everybody saying I'm with DistroKid and they the best. And I go through CD Baby and they the best. And United Masters, man, I got a label in my pocket. Yeah, you got a fucking label in your pocket, all right. But you better go read that writer's first refusal, because you fucked. You signed over United Masters and you didn't read. So you got to have a catalog, man. You got to build a catalog of music, original music that you own, and that's going to put you in you're going to give you more leverage in this game, man. If you you're talking about signing a record deal, no record deal is going to be signed if you don't go put in some hard work. What's for you is for you, but you got to have something to put your shit out there with. You got to have some quality, man. This shit don't work like that no more. CDs, that shit is over with. Digital download cars, USBs and different things, and the newer cars they build, and even the older cars, the radios they coming out with, even if you got an older car, it don't have a CD player. So that's what I was talking about preparing yourself for this digital age. And it's been like this. It just took a while for it to trickle down to the unsigned artists because the majority didn't know that the game worked like this. You want a record deal, why you want to sign away your fucking everything that you own? You signing away your masters. Like Megan Thee Stallion, like the Megan Thee Stallion thing, like when it came out, I'm like, damn, 1501. Whatever happened, I don't know, because I don't have the contracts to see, but when they said she had a 60-40 deal, and a 50-50 on the back end, the publishing. I'm like, damn, that's a good deal for an independent artist. Now they saying she got signed for 15,000, and he said he gave her 50,000, whatever. I don't give a damn about that. But your contract, did you read what was in your fucking contract, or were you ready to grab that duffel bag of money that's sitting in front of you? A lot of artists are not worried about that. You see $1 million on this table, you just signing this shit because you feel like, hey, I'm rich, I'm on. You fucking yourself, man. Quit running to people who don't want you. The major brands don't want you, man. They don't want no artists that know the business, man. But as an independent artist, you can attain the same things that these major artists are attaining. It might take you a little longer to get it, but hey, man, it's attainable. I was talking to Ms. Watson from Standard of Praise this morning, and she was just calling me, as she always do, just thanking me, for giving them a process. And you know what I'm saying, and investing in them with knowledge. And they came in, they put their budget up, 4.9 million streams on Spotify alone. So I just told you, $4,000 per million. You know what I'm saying? That's just on Spotify. And if you guys go and check out Standard of Praise, they're a local group from East Texas, from Marshall, Texas, Karnak area. She has a brand, she built a brand, she got her paperwork in order. They invested in music conferences and traveled around the world and met stars and people who they thought was going to help them. And they figured out real quick what this business was about. You got to save yourself. You got to invest in you. Nobody is giving shit away for free in this business. So I just wanted to do this small podcast to congratulate them. They touched a lot of people, man, in 2020 just by investing in themselves. So 4.9 million streams on Spotify alone, but they've done hundreds of thousands, and their fan base is growing on all major streaming platforms. Your entire digital picture has to match, folks. YouTube and just posting streams all day, that shit don't mean nothing, man. That shit don't mean nothing. So independent artists, listen to me clearly. Get into the business of ownership. Get your media base in order. Your BMI or ASCAP. You self-publish, that's fine. Get you a publishing administrator. You understand what I'm talking about? So you'll know how you get paid, when you're supposed to get paid. Most of the performance rights organizations are 8 months, 9 months behind in payments. But we're getting quarterly checks from, the last quarter. They behind in payments. That's all I can tell you. When we go to the mailbox, I go to the mailbox or direct deposits that we get from streams and different things like that. The shit don't stop. It's attainable. You don't have to sign to a major record label, but you're going to have a budget behind you, man. You're going to have an advertising budget. You can do all the shit I'm telling you to do. Get your media base in order. Get your 10 professional photos, 10 songs that's properly mixed and mastered, and with an engineer you paid and invested in that. Shoot you some quality videos that you know what I'm saying? Quality artwork, quality mixtape covers and all that. If it's a mixtape, make sure you own the original, the beats. Make sure you own the beats, or you have a contract with a beat maker that says like how many streams they're gonna give you, what they give you, the publishing, what percentage you want to publish. You got to get these contracts and shit. These split sheets and shit need to be in order. You don't know what a split sheet is, but you calling yourself an artist. Hey, that split sheet is gonna list what everybody in the recording session did, and you all supposed to sign it. Make sure the splits are right, and then when you come to me, if we register music, I register a lot of music. That's what I do day to day. I do media-based paperwork. I'm setting up publishing companies. We're getting artwork, getting rollout videos done. We do a lot of shit on a day-to-day basis for artists who were never told they had to have this and never told it. They just started doing what their favorite artist was doing. But your favorite artist, you're doing everything they doing. You look like them, you dress like them, but you ain't get fucking paid. So I don't talk to people on the phone for free anymore. That's why I don't talk to people. People are like, man, I'm calling you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be your fucking friend. I'm busy. You understand what I'm saying? You need a consultation. I don't want to talk to you. I charge for people to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I bring shit to the table. I don't want to be a part of no fucking team. I have a team. I got people that do admin shit for us now. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to, this shit, I'm not doing a lot of the small shit anymore because I invested in me. So you got to go invest in you. Because I guarantee you, if you Google Street Kings Promotions right now, check out my Google ranking. If you Google Zamundaland Music, check out what come up. So don't ask, who am I? Who the fuck are you? You don't exist. I talk to a lot of invisible people all day, and people who think like you got it, man. You really don't got it. But if you're going on your journey and it's working for you, hey man, good luck. Good luck. Separation is the key to success, man. You got to surround yourself with some people that got some wealth or got what you're trying to get. Set some goals, man, and write shit down, read shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have an understanding, they got entertainment lawyers in this business. You want me to read it and do it for you? I got a consultation fee. We are music industry service providers. So anything you need done, we can get it done for you. But you got to have a budget. Do you have a budget to do it? $50, $100 is nothing I can do for you. You're not ready to work with a promotion and marketing company. You're not ready to work. You don't need a manager right now. You can't afford a manager right now. You don't need a publicist right now. You understand what I'm saying? To book shows and shit for you, because nobody wants to book you. If you don't bring shit to the table, can you bring 100 people to this man's club? Can you bring 250? Now you talking. You understand? Now you talking about you want to get booked for shows. Booked for fucking what? You don't have a hit record. You don't have a fan base of people that told you that they wanted to hear one song from you, but you got a new album coming soon. Why in the fuck are you putting albums out and you don't have a fan base of people to support it? It's gonna go plastic like your last album. That makes no sense. Stay away from YouTube beats. If you don't own the shit, it's not yours. That shit is over with. If you're doing cover songs, you have to have the licenses to do it, man. Stay away from people's shit that you don't own. Hey, man, I'm going to be putting out a lot more information for 2020. We want to do interviews with artists, serious artists in our market. In the Northeast Texas area, the biggest problem is no artist has really did a major marketing push for their records. And this ain't no knock to nobody. Like, I look at what people are doing in the streets. There's a lot of artists out there that's really pushing in the streets, and they got a nice little following. Because I've seen the interviews and shit. They saying, like, they made this from selling CDs. And I'm saying, shout out to Al Davis, man. Shout out to Al Davis out of the View. It's a lot of artists out there, man. I seen him the other day when he posted the small USBs or the digital download cards and different things like that, where you can put your album on the small thing, just plug it right into the USBs in the cars or on the laptops. This is a digital era. No matter what you're doing in the streets, just remember that you have to properly align online, because that's what the larger brands are looking at right now. You got to have some social media proof. You know what I'm saying? You got to have social media proof. You can still sell a million small the USBs and different things out of the trunk of your car and your merch and different things like that. But you got to have some social media proof. They want to look at your following online. It's about a social media following, man. The majority don't have it. So if you're on Facebook all day, I know you're not no fucking serious artist, because you should be creating right now content. I don't give a fuck if it's a pandemic going on. I got green screens. I got everything that I need. Cameras. You got to go invest in that shit. You got to go invest in you first before anybody else going to invest in you and build you a following. Find your niche in this business, and you're going to be great. I appreciate, like I said, man, 8 different platforms, Street Kings, PR. I put out 15 episodes, over 700 some minutes I gave, just talking to people about the music business, man. So make sure you go check out the first season, man. Like I said, you're a serious artist in the Northeast Texas area, Houston area, Dallas. You want more exposure for your music, send me your MP4s and your, if you got a song on Spotify or whatever, on one of the digital platforms, send us your links to your music. We're going to be doing reviews and shit for music and different things like that for more exposure for you. In the Northeast Texas area, man, we build playlists and shit like that. Or if you building playlists on these streaming platforms like Spotify and things like that, I built a playlist for artists in the Northeast Texas area. So if you're in the Northeast Texas area, from Tyler, Texas, all the way back to Shreveport, Louisiana, man, hey, send us your Spotify shit, your links and things like that, and we're gonna get you on that playlist, and we'll share the playlist. And if you see your song on there, make sure you're sharing that playlist, because this is gonna help build exposure for your music, and you're gonna get more streams like that. You're trying to get on playlists right now without a consistent monthly budget. If you're paying somebody $40, $50 to be on a playlist. Like the shit, a lot of this shit is not real, folks. And if you purchasing shit, fake shit, eventually the algorithm gonna catch up with this shit, and they gonna pull this shit down, man. They gonna pull your shit down. Don't put yourself in a position to get all your music pulled down. You done worked hard. You gotta be careful for the shit. So much bullshit on social media right now. People are like, oh, you want to sell shit? I've heard it all in the Facebook groups. I'm like, first of all, you're in a group. People argue with me. You're in a Facebook group. Talking about you're an admin. I gotta do a fucking federal background check for you to let me in this group. And you don't own shit. You don't own this fucking group. I don't care if you created it. You created it on Zuckerberg's website. Create your own fucking website. Take them 100,000 people, take them to your YouTube channel, and take that 100,000 people to your website with you, and go and get paid. When you share shit to Facebook, when you share shit from your website to Instagram, when you share shit from your website, you know what I'm saying, from your YouTube channel, when they click on it, go back to you, and you get a share of the ad revenue. Ain't nobody gonna tell you that shit. Well, I just gave you some shit if you didn't know it. The majority don't know because they not doing it. Shit ain't no secret. Ain't no big fucking secret. Ain't nobody hating, man. Quit listening to the bullshit. But subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you follow me on Facebook, Devin Brown, I got about 3,000 friends on Facebook. Hey, people either helping you with your business or they just in your business. Now, the elderly people, I know a lot of people are not up on the music and what I'm saying, but if you're on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, Street Kings, on the Street Kings Promotions YouTube channel, man. We putting out a lot of information. I'm gonna start doing the YouTube video. I think I got like 71 subscribers with all this, the information that I have to put out. I'm not worried about it. Eventually I'll get to 1,000 subscribers and my channel is monetized. But my music is already monetized, so I don't give a damn about that. The music that I put online and the things that is already monetized, so who gives a damn? But that's the way it works, folks. You got to get 1,000 subscribers. You need 4,000 hours of watch time. I got the watch time. So if you follow me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my Instagram, Street Kings Promo 134. I'm going to be posting more videos 2021, man. So go to work, man, whatever you do. Entrepreneurship is the way. You know, a lot of these low-end jobs are going away, folks. Fast food restaurants, everything going digital, man. So you need to try to find you a niche. I don't give a damn what you're selling. Shoestrings, T-shirts. I see people doing that, doing it all. Hey, I'm proud of the entrepreneurs. So, but you got to take your shit digital. And you got to create your digital picture. Your Facebook, your Instagram, YouTube channel all has to match. And you got to get an advertisement budget for your business. I don't give a damn what you do. You sell food, meal prep. I see all the different clothing lines and shit that's coming out, T-shirt businesses, artists, new restaurants, whatever you do, whatever your niche is in the 21st century, you're going to have a website. So, or you don't exist, folks, or somebody else is going to come along that does the same thing you do, and they're going to set up shop, and guess what's going to happen? They're going to jump you because they are properly aligned with social media. You know what I'm saying? Let social media help your business grow, man, and get paid. But you're going to have to invest in a website. I would advise everybody to invest in a website. I'm going to be putting out more information about that. A lot of people don't know about this, like, and nobody going to give you this free information. But I met a guy, almost 10 years ago, and he set me down, and he was just looking at what I had been doing over the last, 10 years, and he was just telling me, like, bro, you done put a lot of time in on social media. Hey, our people, man, we put in more time on social media platforms than any other race. Everything, it ain't about, they say you try to make everything about race. It is about fucking race. We got to quit fucking wasting time, man. In the black community, people talking about a fucking stimulus check and different things like that. Hey, a lot of us been in our communities 20, 30, 40, some been blessed 50 years, and we never did shit in our own communities. But we thinking like the person that's in the White House is about to come in and do something for these black community and low income communities. No, they ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta invest in the youth, man. So it's bigger than the music with me. I'm gonna be talking more in depth about different things. Like I'm gonna build a platform where I can talk about, things that's going on, like I say, in the community. We got it's a lot of killing going on in our communities right now. But the youth, man, our kids, they watching us. So it's very important to me to educate my people, man. But when it comes to the music thing, like that's something totally different. But what's near and dear to my heart and why, I even got into the music business anyway. I've been around the world, man. I was in the Navy for over 10 years. I had a successful career. I was a successful recruiter in the Navy. I traveled the world. I've been a lot of places, man. Been around the world, and I want my friends to be able to travel and see, what the world has to offer. Everything bigger than just moving to Houston or moving to Dallas and shit. Have you been to Africa, man? Have you been to Hawaii or Australia or Singapore and different places? Now we have a pandemic going on, yeah, but hey, man, hey, it's a big world out there. It's a lot of shit to offer. The young kids, to the youth, I tell people like, hey, man, I went to the military and I was on active duty for 10 years. I grew up in the military, so I educated myself. And one thing the military taught me was structure and shit being organized and a chain of command, and it's rules and regulations every fucking where you go. But if you don't want to listen to nobody and people telling you what to do and do this, hey, start your own business. A lot of people get up every fucking morning and go to work a 9 to 5, and they hate going to their workplace. Create your own business. Invest in yourself. Hey, it's time. Entrepreneurship is the way. No more. The days of retiring 20, 30 years, some of these companies is over with. They downsizing. Everybody restructuring. We got artificial intelligence, man. Hey, the time is fucking now to get on your shit, get on your note. So everybody not meant to be a music artist. A lot of people, the work that go into that, a lot of y'all not ready for that. But it don't matter. It's a lot of different niches that you can get involved in today's society, like especially with social media. Definitely invest in a website. Some of you guys are talented. I know talented comedians. I know people that cook good, some great restaurants. But you got to start investing in your business and aligning it with social media. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of the business owners that's doing it. Now they doing it. And I talk to them. Some people are like, do you think I should do this and do that? Yeah, advertisement dollars. You got advertisement dollars, you're going to reach more, your business going to grow more. You know what I'm saying? You got to get a website. Got to invest in that website, folks. So, hey, I appreciate everybody that's supporting us, the Street Kings podcast. Shout out to Standard of Praise, 4.9 million streams on Spotify alone. So, hell of an accomplishment, but on all major streaming platforms, they growing. Touched a lot of different countries in 2020, man. So I'm just looking at the analytics like, hey, man, the process works. Own, operate, monetize, man. Hey, I'll be putting out much more information, guys. So make sure y'all subscribe to that YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram. Independent artists out there, you serious? Like I said, you can send us your content to Street Kings. And that Kings is going to be with a Z. STREETKINGZ promo 903tx@gmail.com. It's kind of long, man, but I'll leave all our contact information in the description box. Hit that bell, man. Subscribe to that channel, and I wish everybody peace and blessings, man.
These chains, 'cause I and get the best of me. The devil thought he had me just 'cause